Hey guys, it's Nicole. I wanted to do a quick video when I have a tiny haul for you. I didn't get very much today. I went to kind of my normal scrapbook shopping little trip. It's about an hour and 15 minutes away, and I usually there's a Hobby Lobby and TJ Maxx, and then there's a Joann's, but it's not good. It's in a mall, and it just isn't a very good Joann's. You know, I'll go there and find some paper pads and stuff every once in a while, but for the most part, they don't have any of the cute stuff that like the big Joann stores have. I really want, my nearest Michael's is like 2 hours away, and I really want to get to Michael's because it looks like there's a lot of new fun stuff there. But anyway, the reason I'm doing this video is one, to show you the few things that I did get. Pardon me, no makeup, hair is a ponytail, just that kind of day. And then I have kind of a new challenge for myself, and I wanted to maybe invite you to take the challenge with me. And I still want to keep doing my kit love. I love my kits. I have probably about 30 like manufacturer's kits that I need to use up. I have some layouts to show you too. I might do that. I'll do that in the middle. Because I just randomly grabbed a couple kits and scrapbooked. I signed up for a bunch of new classes at Big Picture I'm excited about because they're more about storytelling and kind of digging deeper. Because I feel like this last year I was really focused on, you know, just making layouts and playing with the product. And I told a lot of stories, don't get me wrong, but I really this year want to do a lot of reflecting. As a lot of you know, I lost my mom last year. My husband and I have lost all 4 of our parents in the last 7 years. And my husband's in his early 40s, but I'm just like 34. And so I have no parents left, in-laws or otherwise. My kids who are all young have no grandparents left. We have a great-grandma. But, and so I've done a lot of, my mom and I scrapbook together. And so we would tell each other stories and look at each other's pages and stuff. And as I've been looking through her albums, I got all of them, it just has made me want to really reflect on my life up until now, mostly with my family. So my youth, when I was young and different things, as well as I'm kind of wanting to get back into the heritage thing a little bit. Anyway, so I signed up there were some good classes on Big Picture that are kind of dig deeper, kind of storytelling, Ellie Edwards, Stacey Julian. There was one, I can't think of what it was called, it's focused on telling your story before you were married. And I just had this desire to go back to my youth and kind of relive some of those memories when my parents were healthy and alive. And so anyway, so I'm going to hopefully get a lot of scrapbook pages done with those. But I thought of another challenge that I'm going to do that will not only hopefully get lots of layouts done, they'll provide me guidance when I sit down to create a layout, and it'll also create some extra room in my scrapbook room. So hold on tight. That's the last thing I'm going to get to. I'm going to tell you what my next challenge is that I'm going to do. Not my next challenge. I'm going to still do it, but my kit love is going to be kind of guided around this new thing. Like before, I would talk about how I would sit down and I would sit down and say, I'm going to work on this class, or I'm going to work on this YouTube channel's, scrapbook this person's layouts. And I kind of would provide myself with a direction, and I'd stick with that for the entire kit. I'm still going to do that for sure, since I got these classes signed up for, but this is another direction I'm going to take that. So anyway, hold tight. I'm going to show you my little itty bitty haul real quick, and then show you my layouts, and then tell you what my new challenge is. Okay. So Paper Studio is 50% off, and I think these are fairly new to the store because they were just unpacking it out of boxes, and I didn't really need one because I have one, but it has like, I don't know, I think some glimmer mist maybe spilled in it, so it's kind of it's still very functional, but it's kind of gotten pretty dirty over the years. And so I picked this up because it was half off, and it has all these cute pockets. And I do go scrapbook with my friend, so this would be great to go to pack for that. And I really want to also do more scrapbooking at my shop this year too. So I could use this to take my supplies. So I got that, and it was, I don't know how much, $15 because it was 50% off. So They also have the bigger ones, like the roll ones. It's not the super big ones. It's more of a medium-sized one, and I might get that too. I'll see. I grabbed some white paper. This is the white cardstock I mainly use. It's Paper Studio, and I use it because I can stock up on it pretty easily at 50% off. So it ends up being, you know, $2.50 for a pack of, I think, 25. For a pack of 25. It isn't super heavyweight, but by the time I layer all my papers and stuff on it, it's fine. So I really like this paper. And then I got another one of these albums, and again, it's 50% off. And my gray albums are, the way I have them organized is the gray albums are where all my layouts about me and like my friends are, and so I think I was getting pretty filled up with those, the ones that I had, so I got another one of these. So I have one ready to go when it's that time. And then I grabbed, and those were all from Hobby Lobby. Then from TJ Maxx, I grabbed one of these. This little box. That'd be really cute to just, I don't know, put something in. Have a variety of different things I could put in here. I really need to reorganize like my fabric and ribbon area, so I foresee me using this probably in that area. And then in the Valentine's area, the Valentine's stuff is 30% off, and I actually went to get stuff to decorate my shop. For those of you who have asked, my shop is I should do a video sometime. It's basically a craft consignment shop. So what I do is I had this space. I had purchased a building with a friend of mine, and I initially wanted to open actually a scrapbook store. That was my initial dream, my initial goal. After I did a few things and played with it a little bit, I kind of figured out that wasn't going to be a good direction for just where I live. I live in a very rural community. The initial inventory was going to kill me, and so I just decided, because I had kind of been in my mind for a little while. I had done the craft show circuit for a couple of years. I used to sell, I would pre-decorate like those Bo Bunny word albums, if you remember those, and SCI had some for a little while too, that spelled out like family, and I'd pre-decorate them and sell them at craft shows, and then I would take custom orders. I had an online company. I could make actual like names and stuff, and I kind of just had ruminated in my head for a little bit to how neat it would be for there to be a place where crafters could sell their items like in an actual retail store. And so that thought kept ruminating, and it kept coming back to me. I'm like, okay, that's the direction I need to go. And so I have a craft shop, so it's all handmade. It's actually a gift shop, but it's all handmade, handcrafted items. And I have over 50 crafters that contribute to it, and I just do it on consignment. So I didn't have to put up a huge amount of money for inventory. They provide the inventory for me, and I just take a cut of what I sell for them. So that's what my shop is about, and I'll do a video one of these days. It's really cool. It has everything from like canes for, you know, the elderly to like baby, you know, onesies that have embroidery on them or whatever. I mean, just a really cute shop. But anyway. So I went and got a bunch of Valentine's stuff to decorate. I had these really cool ceilings that are like they're like bare ceilings with the rafters, and so I hang stuff from the ceiling, and there's great ceilings to hang stuff from. So I bought a bunch of Valentine's stuff to hang, because I'm going to try to this year be better about decorating for each holiday, because it's such a neat ceiling. And I did lights this year for Christmas, and then I hung up like glittery candy canes all over, just so when you look up, and I already have banners and all kinds of stuff up there, and so it just is kind of a whimsical. So I decided that when I take my candy cane stuff down, I'm going to put up some Valentine's stuff. So anyway, I'm sorry, I'm really chatty. Okay. So I was in the Valentine's area. It's 30% off, and I think I got these last year, but I got them again because I didn't know if they were different or not. And they're just rub-ons. They were $6, and then 30% off of that. I don't know if you can see. There's kind of the... And then these remarks from American Crafts, the chalkboard Valentine's themed stickers. And then I did get Becky Higgins Project Life Corner Rounder. I'm going to put it up with my Project Life setup that I have up in my kitchen. So that way, just because different corner rounders have different depths that they go to and different angles, and so that way they're all just the same. And then they have some really cute ribbons I love this. These are all 30% off. I thought that was really pretty. It's not even really necessarily Valentine's Day, but super fun. And then these are pretty Valentine's Day-ish. Love those. Chevron. The chevron hearts are really cute. I got these gift bags just to have on hand. These would be good for Valentine's or Christmas. They'd also be cute to make a mini paper bag album out of. And then, yeah, so. And then I used my 40% off coupon on this Circle Edge Punch cartridge, and it's modern lace. So it's like a doily, basically, from Martha Stewart. And then I grabbed some doilies. Never have too many doilies. Oh, found these. Those are really cute. I'm going to actually put those upstairs on my little decorative piece I have in my dining room where I have pictures, and I'm going to use those as clips. Oh, and then this is from TJ Maxx. They didn't have anything. I don't know. I know some of you are finding some awesome stuff, but here's what I had. I found they had a couple other ones that I didn't really care for. These are French script clips. They're really cute. And then they had some Smash books, and I got this small one because I don't know if I have it. If I do, I'm going to give it to my daughter because she's totally into smashing right now. And guys, that is it. Oh, and then I found this in clearance. It's like just a red glitter tape for 70 cents. Because that would be good for Valentine's or for Christmas. And then, oh, some more doilies. These are like foiled. And then I just got, oh, I got some E600, which isn't very exciting. I got a couple photo albums just because they were really cute, and they're just nice. You don't have to put not photo albums, photo boxes. You know, they're just nice for just organizing anything, to be honest with you. Got that one. And then I got this one. I just loved the vintage feel to it, so I think I'm going to put like heritage photos in this one. It's really cute. Okay. That's my haul. Like I said, not very much. I was really disappointed with TJ Maxx. They haven't had hardly anything lately. Oh well, that's alright. That's what happens when I live in rural Nebraska. You don't get all the stuff that the big cities get. And my nearest archivers, well, all the archivers are closing, obviously. So all I'm going to have left really is online, mostly. I mean, I'll keep supporting Hobby Lobby. But anyway, I'll quit babbling. I'm just talking like crazy. Okay, layouts. I've got a mess back here. Okay, so this was using what I ended up doing because I'm just ready to kind of recalibrate a little bit, get things put away, organize things because I know I'm going to be ordering a bunch of fun new stuff that's coming out. And so I just went ahead and combined the two Studio Calico kits I hadn't played with yet. I think it's December and January. I should be getting February's here pretty soon. And so this page was made from that stuff, and I added in a couple Amy Tan things because I happen to have it sitting out too. But I made this layout. Oops, here we go. And I scrap lifted, well, kind of. I started with the Shamel Lane video from 2Ps from Glitter Girl, and then I ended up having to go my own direction because I was limited on supplies. But basically, this is all from Studio Calico. This was October afternoon, and I really want to get, I think this must be new, a new line that isn't out yet because I looked it up and I couldn't find, or they were all, I think a Cherry on Top had it, but they were like request, and it said new, so I don't think they're in stock yet. It's really, I think it's like Hey Girl or something. It's really cute. And then this Hello paper, I don't remember who that was. I think that's Studio Calico. And then white cardstock that came in the kit. And then I just used the different cards. And this is a back of this paper. This I pulled from Amy Tan, as well as these three things here. But then the puffy hearts and the chipboard hearts and these guys here all came with the kit. And then I splattered with, I can't remember what it is, some kind of pink mist. So there's that. And then I had gotten out Amy Tan's, which one is it? I think it's her last, no, second to last. Her Yes Please kit, paper line, and I played with that for a little bit. And so I think these are all from that kit. And I was scrap lifting. Is it? I'm trying to think what I was following. These might be Shimelling layouts too. And pretty simple. I just did like the 3 photos, and I did a 4x6 card in place of the photo area here, and then just use Amy Tan letters for the title. And this is one of the die cuts, and this was one of the chipboard 3D pieces. This is one of the circle, I can't think of what they're called. They're not flare, but like they're kind of a puffy circle. And so pretty simple. This is just 2 strips of the house paper. There. So, and then this one I really love. And this, I just used this camera paper as a background, and then I did a couple larger squares to kind of mat behind it, and then just did some embellishing on the corner here. Okay. And then this one, just did a couple different layers of paper underneath the photos, and then just kind of embellished along here. So I kind of had the L thing going. And nothing too exciting, just layering of stickers and wood veneer. I used, this was in the die cut pack, I used that as, no, this was a sticker from the sticker sheet, I believe. So yeah, there's that. Alright, so those are the layouts I've done the last couple of days. And so for now, my challenge to myself, and I hope you guys will join me. So I have been scrapbooking for many, many years, and so since I really started, I had kind of taken a little break, and then I started back up when it just got to be really popular. And at that point in time, we had scrapbook trends, creating keepsakes, simple scrapbooks, and there were like 3 or 4 others. Like there were Beauty Homes and Garden, or what is it called? Better Homes and Garden had a scrapbook, scrapbooks, etc. I had subscriptions to every single magazine, scrapbooking magazine that existed. And I have let some of them go. I garage saled a bunch of them a while back because they were older, and I knew that the layouts weren't my style anymore. But right now I still have, I'm going to show you, I still have 2 full shelving units full of magazines and books. And some of the books I'm not going to let go because they're really good, because they're more motivating books, like Ellie Edwards, Stacey Julian, off the top of my head. Those are some of the really good books. Elizabeth Karchner's. So I'm going to keep some of them. But the magazines I don't need to keep because there's so much stuff online now, and all the magazines have gone digital now. So I'm just going to show you really quick how many I have, so you kind of get what I'm saying. Oh, sorry guys. Okay. Try not to. Okay. So here is my, going down. Okay. Back up a little bit here. Okay. So I have those 2 shelves full, and think of how much stuff I could be storing on those. Leave it to me to figure out how I could be filling them up in a better way. But I just don't use them. I don't really access them anymore. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to move back here. Don't want to make you sick here. I'll kind of, my room's a big old mess right now. See, when I say a mess, that's what I mean. Huge. Oh, I got this cute little tub. I don't know if you can see it or not. Not tub, it's a basket. To organize my kits in. Anyway, So my challenge to myself is that I'm going to just grab one magazine and I'm going to challenge myself to scrap lift as many layouts as possible from that magazine. I'll reread the articles. You know, most of them probably aren't going to be anything super meaningful to me now because I've been scrapbooking for so long. And so I'm just going to go magazine by magazine. I'm going to scrap lift as many of the layouts that I had, you know, that I like. Concepts, techniques, that kind of thing. And then as I kind of finish using that magazine, I'm going to put it in a box that's going to either garage sale or donate or whatever. And I'm going to slowly just filter through and get to a point to where maybe I'm down to 5 or 6 books. Same thing with the books too. But get to the point to where my magazines are gone. I would like to do it by the end of the year. We'll see if that happens. And so, yeah, that is my new challenge. I'd like to have a fun starting point to say, okay, here's what I want to scrapbook, but where's my inspiration going to come from? I have a hard time to sit down and scrapping because I tend to do the same thing over and over again. So that's why I like to scrap lift. I like to do classes. I like to have a starting point. And I think doing that is going to not only provide me many options for starting points, it's also going to help get rid of some of the stuff that's in my room that I don't use anymore. And I used to pick them up and read them all the time. You know, if I was going to go take a bubble bath, I'd take a magazine. And now that they're getting older and older, they're starting to become, you know, out of the style of today. And I want to use them while there's still inspiration in there for me. And so that is, I think, going to be really fun. So if you guys have any of those magazines or scrapbooking books that were, you know, that you've collected over the years that now are kind of gone because of internet, I encourage you to maybe think about doing that and use it as a way to declutter, but also to provide you with some really cool, fun, different starting points for your scrapbook pages, projects. Now there's some of them that are mini albums. There's some of them that are about cards. So I'm just going to kind of run with it. Just grab a magazine and whatever inspires me. And when I feel like I've completely expired the ideas out of that magazine, it's going to go in a box and it's going to be taken out of my room. So yeah, so that is my new thing. I'm still going to do my kit love, but that's going to be like what I focus on when I figure out, you know, my pages that are going to come out of that particular kit. So anyway, that is my new thing, and hopefully you guys, some of you do it with me, and each time I show you the layouts, I'll show you which magazine I use. I may even put the magazine with the kit and tell you this is where my inspiration is coming from for this kit, and it'll make sense. Like if I maybe have a Valentine's kit to maybe pull one of the February, you know, magazines, that kind of thing. So, so I have all kinds of fun ideas for this, but for me, it's just going to be a really nice, kind of check mark kind of thing, like off the checklist, like finally use these magazines and get them out of my room and get something accomplished that way, as well as the actual pages that are going to come out of it. So, anyway, I have got to go. I got to get this stuff put away and get some stuff organized. My room's just getting really full. I've rearranged some furniture and taken some furniture out, which has meant kind of I have to be more creative with how I store things, and anyway, just how it goes. So I have got some work to do and some scrapbooking to do. So I'll be back with my next kit and the magazine I'm going to use to provide my inspiration. And I will see you guys later. Thank you. Bye-bye.